I'm wrapping up this letter that I wrote you. Maybe it's the only way to cut through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Evening, evening, evening. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all well. I had to do a different type of show today. Unfortunately, I was going to do an afternoon one, but my car decided to break. My engine broke on my car, and I had to go and get it fixed. I had to go and pick up a new car. So I couldn't do the show this afternoon, and I also couldn't do the show earlier on either. I know that Jamie Phillips is live right now. I'm going to start doing my shows earlier because he does his shows at 9:30. So I don't really want to cross into his shows. So I'm going to start doing my shows at 8:30 or 8:00 from now on. But tonight I wanted to do a show because basically because I want to get a couple of things off my chest. And this might be a bit controversial. It might annoy people a bit. But if you see it from my point of view, then you might understand where I'm coming from. Obviously, we've got a big game tomorrow, the first game of the season. That's going to be terrific. Really looking forward to seeing that. I'm going to do a show in the afternoon, and I'm going to do a preview to that in that show. So in the afternoon, probably around 1:00, I'm going to do my normal show, and I'm going to do a match preview for that. We'll probably get a little bit more about team news and stuff like that, and who's done training and things like that. But right now, Liverpool have a new player. He's passed the first part of his medical, which is brilliant news. And his name is Giovanni Leone. He's passed the main phase of his medical and inked a 6-year deal with Liverpool set to expire in June 2031. Official confirmation anticipated this week. So from Fabrizio Romano, we have a new defender in the house, which is great news. And this makes me smile even more. Liverpool had to fend off a late hijack from Manchester United in their bid to sign Giovanni Leone from Parma. The 18-year-old defender only wanted Liverpool. How many times have we seen that this season? Like, genuinely, how many times have we seen that the player only wanted Liverpool? Like, over and over and over again, we keep on seeing the same wording that the player only wanted Liverpool. It's a joy to see. It's a joy to see. And we all know that there's another person that only wants Liverpool, and there's another person that only wants Liverpool. And that's Alexander Isak and Mark Guehi. And then our window is complete. Or is it? Or is it? Or is our window complete? Because I ask everybody that question. Is our window complete if we sign Alexander Isak and Mark Guehi? Or do you think we will sign one more forward? I ask you that question. And the reason I ask you that question is because of the Ben Doak links today. AFC Bournemouth have contacted Liverpool regarding Ben Doak. Ideally, Liverpool want 20 to 25 million for his services. Bournemouth are cash rich. Bournemouth have the money. Bournemouth have made over 150 million easy this window in player sales. Ben Doak isn't going to be a player that plays a lot of football at Liverpool. Maybe 10 games. Maybe 10 games he gets. Maybe 10 games he gets if he's lucky. And that's the question you have to ask. Have we finished? Big up, Daryl. Appreciate the memberships, mate. Really appreciate the memberships. Thank you so much. Anfield Road TV has got one as well. Big up, Jack. Anfield Road TV. If you haven't checked that out, it's a good show. Have we finished? That's the question I have to ask. Because if we get Guehi and we get Isak, are we going for a winger? Are we going for one more player? Is our transfer window completely over? Because I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure we're finished. I think there's one more forward to come in. I'm not sure we're finished. And it's interesting because if you look at the squad, which I will do again because I do like to have a look at the tactics board. If you look at the squad and you have potential incomings in Guehi and Isaac, and the interesting thing, I haven't even got Leone on here, by the way. I took Leone off completely. So we can actually add him into the team now. We can actually add him into the team. We can give him the number 25. Have we got 25? Oh, 25 is taken. What about 27? 27 taken? No, we give him 27. So Leone is now part of the squad. So Chiesa is a potential outgoing. So let's put him over here. Ben Doak, potential outgoing. Put him over here. Harvey Elliott, still a potential outgoing. Put him over here. And you've got Kostas Tsimikas, potential outgoing. Put him over here. Stefan Bacetić, potential outgoing. Put him over here. Stevenson, he'll be going on loan. We all know Stevenson's going to be going on loan because Stevenson's just signed a new contract and he's about to go on loan to Dundee United. So Leone can now go into the team. And then you've got Gravenberch, Bradley and Gomez, who actually Gomez is fit now. So Gomez will be available, but Bradley and Gravenberch won't be available. Gravenberch is banned and Bradley's still injured. So if we do sign Isaac and Guehi, does one more leave? So we sign one more. Now we have to look at the team, a complete overlook of the team now. If we sign Isaac, this is how I see this. This is how I see the team. The start of the season, when we kick the ball, not the first game of the season, but when the transfer window closes, I genuinely have a sneaky feeling that Canate will be gone. And this will be the final pick. So Dominic Szoboszlai will be on the bench, Gravenberch will be in the team, and this will be the final cut. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got 12 players to go into 9 positions. And unfortunately, I think the players that will sit out will probably be Trey, Rio, and probably Gomez. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, that's 9. So you could have Gomez. So that's your bench every game. You've got 9 players for the bench. That could be the lineup. And then you've got Trey and Rio as backups for the actual team. And then you've got Cody that can be used in multiple positions. Leone can be played at the back. Endo can be played in midfield and also at the back. You've got Curtis Jones that can play in all positions right across the front and midfield. Dominic Szoboszlai, midfield and the front three. Obviously, Bradley can play where Frimpong is. Frimpong can play where Salah is. Gomez can play right across the back four. Robbo can obviously play on the left. You have plenty of interchangeable positions there. All of these guys could go out on loan. All of them could move on. He could go on loan. Gordon could go on loan or be sold. And then you've got Wright, who's staying. Woodman and Pesci, who are obviously backup goalkeepers. And for me, that looks like a decent team with a squad. But do you think we need one more attacker? That's the question. Do you throw another attacker into that mix? So maybe you don't have Ekitike. Maybe you have Cody Gapco there, and then you have Ekitike as Isaac's backup. And maybe Ekitike's Cody's backup. But do you go for one more? That's the question. That's the question. You need my help? Okay. So that's the question. I'm really sorry. I've just got to go for a couple of minutes. My wife needs my help. Our doggy cut its foot today, and I need to go and put a bandage on it. So if you can bear with me, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Okay. Apologies for this. Okay, bandages on, all done. Doggy's paws bandaged back up again, so we're all done. So you think Isaac and one more? You think Isaac and one more? Yeah, I think potentially there could be one more, and I don't know who, and that's the interesting thing. That really is the interesting thing. Like, who is it? Who could be that extra person? Because we don't seem to have been linked with any wingers at all, apart from Malik Fofana, Rodrigo, and obviously Barcola. We don't seem to be linked with any wingers, and this is where I drop a bomber. This is where I drop a bomber. What if What if there's another player that Liverpool are looking at? What if there's another player that Liverpool are looking at? And it's definitely not. It's definitely not Anthony Gordon. It's definitely not Anthony Gordon. What if there's another player that Liverpool are looking at that we all seem to be unaware of? And look, I understand that we're after Mark Guehi, and I get that. I get the Mark Guehi thing. Totally get it. And that deal will probably get done soon. But what if Liverpool are also talking about Eze? And the reason why I say it is because all along, Eze's been on Liverpool's list of players. He was on Liverpool's list of players if we didn't get Wirtz. Eze would make a lot of sense. It's only the age which makes me question it, because he's 27. But Liverpool offered Luis Diaz a new contract, and he was 28. They offered him a new contract. Like, they did. Like, Liverpool offered Luis Diaz a new contract. They wanted to keep Luis Diaz. And Luis Diaz is older than Eze. Eze has everything we need to be a player that could work at Liverpool. He really does. There's a lot to like about him. Like, he can play in multiple positions. He's a real leader in the game. He's got no problem taking the ball on and just going up the pitch. I don't know why you got laughed at. I really don't. Like, and you have to ask yourself this question: if you're talking about opportunist signings, yeah, how is Eze not in the picture? Like, he's still not moved. Like, he has a release clause. Like, his release clause is there. Liverpool have a knack of doing things that we least expect. Like, I don't think anybody expected us to go and get Leone and then obviously about to land Mark Guehi in the space of, what, a couple of days? And Crystal Palace have got a keen interest in Harvey Elliott. It's true. But Crystal Palace have also got a keen interest in Ben Doak. They like Ben Doak. They tried to buy him last season. And Eze's release clause is about to end. Eze's release clause is about to end. And we've sat there and we've talked about Arne Slot wants a player for every position. A player for every position. 2 players for every position, sorry. Well, he hasn't got another left-sided player. At the moment, he's only got one number 9. Eze's got a 60, I think it's a £68 million release clause that's about to expire. He's been in conversations with Arsenal. He's been in conversations with Tottenham. Nothing has landed. Nothing has landed. I've no idea why they haven't signed this player yet when he clearly has a release clause. And you have to ask the question, is it because we are still in discussions? We are still in discussions with Eze and we are still in discussions with Mark Wahe. Because if we could do a deal for both players, Harvey Elliott, maybe even Ben Doak in the opposite direction, then that is an interesting thought. And I'm just putting it out there. It's an interesting thought. I don't think Semenyo. I think they wanted 80 million for Semenyo. They want big money for Semenyo. Put a lot of teams off. I mean, it put Manchester United off. Like if Manchester United are put off, then they must have asked for a lot of money for him. It's 62 million. 62 million. Look, I don't know how many times people say that Eze's not a winger. Watch him play. Watch him play, mate. Watch him play. Watch Eze play. He's not in the number 10 position. He's wide. He plays wide. Like, he really does play wide. He doesn't play in the number 10 position. And what if we play Wirtz out on the left position and we play Eze in the number 10? Like, and what if we do see Dominic Szoboszlai as a number 8? Now, what if Dominic Szoboszlai is Gravenberch's backup? What if Dominic Szoboszlai is seen as McAllister's backup? What if that's what he's seen as now? Like, what if Curtis Jones is seen as just a backup now? Like, what if Cody Gakpo isn't seen as the main player? Like, you know, you have to look at what Slot wants to do now. And we're now about to close. Giovanni Leone, who's supposed to be like a Maldini regen from a lot of Italian journalists. There's a lot to like about this kid. And then you've got Mark Wahe on top of that. And then you've still got the conversations around Alexander Isak. Is that one going to get done in time? Maybe that one might drag on till the next transfer window. And maybe Liverpool are keeping their options open. Maybe they're keeping their options open and they're looking, well, hang on a minute. If we can't get Isak done, we can't get Barcola, who was our other option. We can't get Rodrigo. Then maybe we go for another attacking player, but maybe it's not the number 9. Maybe it's somebody who can play false 9. Maybe it's somebody who can play off the left. Maybe it's somebody who can play in the 10. No one signed Eze yet. And that's the reason why I'm putting that up there. I'm putting that out there because he's a quality player. A quality player. And if you want to get someone who's played with another player, in Mark Wahe, then you take 2 of the best players out of Crystal Palace who were potentially going to leave anyway. One of them's going to leave on a free. one of them's going to leave anyway. And if Liverpool put their hat in the ring, I'm telling you, Eze's coming to Liverpool. Even if he does have to play second fiddle to Cody Gapco, maybe, or maybe Bertz. He does have a 68 million. I thought it was 68. I thought maybe it was 62, but it is 68. Anyway, just wanted to put that one out there. I just wanted to put that one out there because he's still not gone. He's still not gone. He's still not left. He's still at Crystal Palace. And then you got this conversation that keeps on popping up. Yeah. David Ornstein's talked about this. I'm just going to share my screen. 2 seconds. And David Ornstein's talked about this here. Transfer insider David Ornstein previously reported that the price for Elliott would be 40 million if Liverpool were able to insert a buyback clause. Tottenham set to place their opening bid for Eze. They reportedly value him at 55 million. Palace value Eze at 68 million. So it remains to be seen whether the North London club will be able to land him and therefore if Palace will need to sign Elliott. And that's the conversation. And that is the conversation. Like, if Crystal Palace need an Eze replacement, maybe it's because Eze might be coming to us. Maybe it's because Eze might be coming to us. I don't think Villa are going to sell Morgan Rogers because they've just sold Ramsey, and they've also about to sell Leon Bailey, the other winger. So they're about to sell 2 wingers basically. So they're not selling Morgan. Oh, big up David. As a Scouser living in Italy, I watch a lot of Italian football. We have one special player on our hands with Giovanni Leone. Brilliant stuff. It's great to hear that from someone in Italy as well who watches him on a regular basis. Great to hear that. And thanks for the super chat, David. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, there's an interesting merry-go-round with Brentford, and you are right. Like, there's an interesting merry-go-round. Atara's going to Brentford. Visser's going to Newcastle. It looks like there's a player going to. It looks like there's a player going to Bournemouth to replace Ataru. So there's like a merry-go-round that's happening, and I get that. Totally get that. Bournemouth have also just signed a centre-back as well for like 34 million, who's from France. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on, because his first game is going to be playing against Liverpool away. So let's see how that one happens. Bournemouth have also got a couple of injuries as well, by the way. They've lost Clauvet and Cook for the opening game. There's also another player they're missing as well for the opening game. But I'm going to do a preview show anyway, Russell. Also, big up Hugo for the Hugo Ekatike. Great name for the 5 memberships. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Diakate, yeah. Time for some bingo. Big up to Slick. Hope you've done the bingo. I was going to do an announcement for it, but I'll do it later on in the show. I'll buy the 3rd kit if Isaac's on it. You know what? It would make a lot of sense if he does the kit launch, wouldn't it? You imagine the sales if Adidas get Isaac to do the 3rd kit launch for Liverpool. with the number 14 on, he'd be like our next big shirt name. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Absolutely winning Yuri, winning. Also, want to say massive thank you to everyone that's given memberships. Like I'm nearly at 350 members. Nearly 350 members with just under 1,800 subscribers. Pure organic community that I've got here. It's absolutely fantastic. Honestly, there's nothing else like it. I don't see any other channels like it. It's pure organic. Like you're here to view the channel and you support it, and you also join my membership, and that's amazing. I can't ask for anything more. Thank you very much. I've got loads of stuff to cover, so bear with me. Okay, so we might need to talk about this. Of all of the celebrations Curtis Jones had to do for the Premier League, like it went through so many players in the Premier League doing celebrations. Curtis Jones did the Alexander Isak celebration. And I also found what was really interesting is Alexander Isak wasn't part of the celebration list. He wasn't. And Curtis Jones, of all the celebrations, picks the Isak one. Seriously? And we know he's a joker. We know Jones is a bit of a joker. But it is very cryptic. It is really good. Like the fact that he's done that as the celebration. I think that's brilliant. There's also a couple of other things as well that I wanted to cover. So there was this one from Indy. Isak in charge. According to club sources, Alexander Isak is making all the decisions. It turns out that he's the one calling the shots here, not his agent. Big news. Isak has decided to go on strike, and it's all his own doing. He's taking control of his career and making decisions without waiting for his agent to weigh in. But Isak seems to be saying, I know what I want and I'm not afraid to go after it. I mean, Liverpool will love that. That's music to Liverpool's ears. It really is. Like, that's music to our ears. To know that it's Isak that's pushing for this one and not just his agent. Nottingham Forest are also about to sign Omari Hutchinson. Forest are signing loads of attacking midfielders, so I don't know what they're doing with their team next season. Also, Manchester City have rejected a €70 million offer from Tottenham for Savinho. That's insane that they're rejecting that kind of money for him. Wanted to put this one out as well. Tottenham are prepared to open formal talks for Crystal Palace. The plan to return to the table reported 2 days ago, 100% confirmed. And it's also confirmed Eze will be keen on the Tottenham move if the two clubs can agree a fee. I'd laugh my head off if Liverpool got involved. I really would. We also need to talk about this guy as well. Like, 5 years in senior football and he's got 15 titles. Does anybody think that Núñez should win the Ballon d'Or? In the chat, and be the first right back to win the Ballon d'Or ahead of Trent. Talking about being the right back, would that not make you laugh? Is he a right back or is he a left back? Is he a right back or a left back? I can't remember now. Big up Daryl for the members. Legend. Thanks, Daryl. What's that? Imagine Arsenal fans if Isak and Eze rock up. I know. I think he has been absolutely unbelievable. He's a left back. Okay, he's a left back. But I think he has been absolutely unbelievable. 15 titles in 5 years. Hakimi's the right back. I mean, I've got to be honest, like Hakimi could probably win it as well, you know. There's an element of me that would want one of them to maybe win it ahead of a striker, because strikers always win it. But I mean, Dembele got man of the match last night. Like, he completely turned things around. So it'd be hard not to give it to Dembele, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. It would be hard not to give it to Dembele. But as always, the bagsman, who I keep on calling the bagsman, and he keeps on being the bagsman, scored the equaliser and also scored a penalty. He's staying at Paris Saint-Germain, so he's going nowhere. That's another player that Newcastle are looking at that isn't moving to them. Also wanted to put this one up as well. It's been 12 years since Liverpool lost the first game of the season. Just saying, 2012 was the last game the last starting game of the Premier League season that we lost. So, just going to put that one out there. Make it 13. Obviously wanted to mention that Lucas Stevenson's going out on loan to Dundee. We've signed him on a new contract, so we keep his value. Like I mentioned, that Bayern Munich are looking for another winger, and they're looking at Christopher Nkunku. I did say that we should be worried in case they come knocking for Cody. Maybe that's not going to happen now. But they are still looking for a winger. Also wanted to mention this, which I thought was interesting. There's this one here, which is Jacob Ramsey is going to be playing as a number 10 for Newcastle. So that means that he'll be used in midfield and a number 10 role. So he won't be used as a winger, which is interesting because a lot of Newcastle reporters were thinking that he would be used as a winger. And also, Johan Visser's gone on strike. But Newcastle are fine with that. They're okay with him to go on strike as long as he's going to Newcastle. That's cool. That's not a problem. There's no Newcastle fans complaining about Johan Visser going on strike and not playing for Brentford because he wants to move to Newcastle. That's okay. That's all right. Absolutely. There's not a problem with that. There's no problem with that at all. No, that's fine. Hypocrites. Absolute hypocrites. Also, there's a reason why we want Mark Guehi. He plays football. 1,600 minutes Gerald Quance has played in the Premier League. 11,600 Mark Guehi's played. There's a big difference. He's proven. He is a proven Premier League defender. What else have I got for you? Interesting stuff on Canate. So Canate's signed a deal with Under Armour, but he still hasn't signed a deal with Liverpool. And what's going to happen there, eh? So I'm going to ask you in the chat now. There's over 150 of you in here. Do you think that Canate is going to be at Liverpool when the transfer window closes? Yes or no? Does Canate stay at Liverpool beyond the transfer window? Yes or no? I asked you that question. Yes or no? Ooh, there's a few no's. Wow, there's a lot of no's. Okay, the yeses are coming in now. There's a yes, yes. Guehi in, Canate out. Wow. No. Canate stays and probably leaves end of the season. Liverpool, mate, I don't think we're going to let him. So, Mr. Skyblue, do you think he signs a new contract? Because if he doesn't sign a new contract, we aren't going to let him go on a free. He's not going on a free. He is not going on a free. And I just don't think we're going to let a situation develop like it did with Trent and Mo and Virgil, where we're trying to negotiate a contract like in the last 3 months of his contract. I personally think that Canate has said to Arnie Slot, I'm going to Real Madrid, and Richard Hughes has thrown one last contract at him, like one last try of negotiation. And he said, I'm going to Real Madrid, and Richard Hughes has tried one more time, and this is the final one, the final offer that's been put on the table. And I think if he rejects it, I think he's sold. And that's why Liverpool are now buying 2 centre-backs. Like, we've just bought Leone because obviously Manchester United were looking at him, so we needed to get that deal done. And also Newcastle. And I think Guehi gets done in the next couple of days. Like, he may even be at the ground tomorrow. Like, you might see him at the ground. But I think Guehi one gets done before the end of the window, because we are worried that Real Madrid throw 45 million at us on the final day, and he still hasn't signed a contract, and we just have to go, okay, like, it is what it is. Like, and I totally understand the fact that, like, it's a big change. There's a lot of ins and outs and all of this stuff. I totally get it. But if you're ever going to do it all, ever going to fix up so many different areas at once, do it all at once. Just get it all done out the way now. Like, just get it all done out the way now, and the manager can just make it work the way he wants. And he can put all of his tactical nous and his plan all together now with the squad. And yeah, it might be a case of Guehi comes like after the Bournemouth game, and it might be a case of Isak comes on the last day of the window because Newcastle don't want to sell him before the Newcastle game for the obvious reasons. And it could be a case of Guehi comes in, but Guehi's coming in because he knows he's playing in Canate's place, because Canate knows that he's getting sold. Like, it could all be the case. It could all be the case. And Leone knows that, well, he's going to be back up to Guehi. And then Gomez knows that he's just a filler. He can play centre back, fourth choice centre back. He can play right back. He can play left back. He's just there to cover all areas, but he's the fourth man. And then he knows next year he goes. Gomez goes, and then you've got your 3 there, and then potentially you get one more, or maybe you have another youth team player that comes in. Nallo's a year older. Lucas Stevenson's a year older with more experience. I don't know. Or maybe you get one more in, then you get another kid in, because Leone will be 19 then, and he'd have played maybe 10, 15 games. I don't know. But that's the one for me. Like, you're getting Guehi, you're getting a starter. He's played 10,000 minutes in the Premier League already. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Otherwise, you're playing a back three. And I don't understand us playing a back three. I don't understand if we go to a back three, because Virgil's not played in a back three. So I just think that's the one. I genuinely believe that's the one. I get it. Look, I totally get it. Why would he leave? Well, why hasn't he signed a new contract? We've literally been talking to him for over a year. Like, he was offered a new contract last year and he still hasn't signed it. So this is a case of this guy's had his head turned. He's had his head turned by Real Madrid, and it is what it is. He's not one of our own. He's a player that we signed from Leipzig. And if we sell him to Real Madrid for 43 million, which is the number that keeps on getting branded around, we'd have made money on him, because we'd have paid 32 million for him. So we'd have made money. And he's only had one season where he's been fit. And you have to ask the question, is he the type of defender that Arne Slot wants? Arne Slot might not want the type of defender that Konate is with the type of players that he's playing with now. He might not want that type of player. And that's why he's looking at Guehi. That's why he's looking at Leone. Comfortable on the ball. Calm under pressure. I don't know. But it keeps on coming up. It keeps on rearing its ugly head. This Konate, no contract signed, Real Madrid still sniffing. It still keeps on rearing its ugly head, and it won't go away. It just will not go away. It makes me think it's not going away because it's still going. I also wanted to bring this one up as well, which is Melissa Reddy's ad onto David Ornstein. As confirmed, Isaac informed Newcastle last summer that it would be his final season. This is from somebody from Sky. Somebody from Sky has got the nuts to stand up to the narrative. And Melissa Reddy has got the nuts. Pause. But she stood up to it and said, he then repeated that 2 weeks before the campaign ended and after their last game. This is Melissa Reddy confirming what David Ornstein said. This is Melissa Reddy confirming what David Ornstein said. Nobody seems to believe what David Ornstein says anymore because it doesn't suit their narrative. Because it's related to Liverpool. Because it's something that doesn't make Liverpool look bad or Isaac look bad. Melissa Reddy is confirming what David Ornstein said. Yes, he informed Newcastle last summer that it was his final season, and yes, he repeated it 2 weeks before the campaign and after their last game 3 times. I specifically said this, and I said this was such an important thing that nobody's talking about. Well, good on you, Melissa Reddy. Good on you, Sadio Mane's ex-girlfriend. Good on you, who's a Manchester United fan, I think. She might be a Manchester United fan, or maybe she's a Liverpool fan, I'm not sure now. But good on you for saying what needed to be said. Of course that's going to be said by Sky. Of course that's going to be said by Sky. Mark Guehi staying. How the hell is Mark Guehi staying? The club owner has said he's not staying. Like, the club owner has literally said, I'm not keeping him. Like, Paul Joyce is literally saying, talks underway between Liverpool and Palace for Guehi deal. Could potentially be around 30 to 35 million. Paul Joyce has said it. Paul Joyce has said it. Sky are full of crap. Sky full of crap. Paul Joyce is coming out with the goods. She is Liverpool. Oh, I didn't know she was Liverpool. Okay, fair enough. She's Liverpool. Fair play to her. Fair play to her. What else have I got for you? I thought this one was interesting from Ben Jacobs. And it was the fact that we haven't approached Mark Guehi on this one. We went directly to Crystal Palace out of respect and also due to their strong relationship with Steve Parish. We've obviously got a really good relationship with Steve Parish. They've literally got, they had Ben Teke off us, they got Nathaniel Klein, they've had another two Liverpool players. I can't remember who they are now, but we've got a good relationship with Crystal Palace. It would make sense that we approach him and not Guehi first, as a sign of respect. But club to club agreement will happen soon. And look, we can't sign every player on the same day. Like, that's just not how it works. Like, there's only a certain amount of things we can do. Like, we're literally on the verge of announcing the Italian kid. So let's get that one done. And then Guehi can be done afterwards. Like, there's no big rush. Like, we don't need to sign Guehi before the Bournemouth game. That's not a necessity because he's not going to play in the Bournemouth game. Like, he wouldn't have played for us in the Bournemouth game anyway because he wouldn't have had any training sessions. So that's not going to happen. But if we can get it done next week, then maybe that could be one where he's on the bench for the Newcastle game. And it's good to have that depth. But Joe Gomez is fit now. So Joe Gomez is there. He's available if we need him. Martin Kelly. That's it. Martin Kelly. Good shout, Martin Kelly. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. Guehi and Isaac and we're set. But I still think there's one more. Still feel there's one more. Still feel there's one more lingering there, which we don't know about. And it could pop up and shock us all. It really could. It could pop up and shock us all. It really could. So Bournemouth, this was the player that I was talking about. So Bournemouth are on the verge of signing Moroccan forward Amini Adili from Bayer Leverkusen. So if Bournemouth sign him, then Atwara can go to Brentford and then Visser can go to Newcastle. That's the merry-go-round that needs to happen. But I think that Isaac's going to be available now anyway because they've signed Jacob Ramsey, which means that they can then push Anthony Gordon into the number 9 position, and then they've got their left winger in Jacob Ramsey, and then they've got potential backup in the number 9 position with the Norwegian kid. I can't remember his name. Asula. So they'll have Gordon and they'll have Asula. And if they get Visser, then they'll have Visser. So they'll have 2 forwards, they'll have 2 left wingers, they'll have 2 right wingers. So they're set. Like that's their attack set. That's Newcastle's attack set. And it's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. Anthony Gordon and Johan Visser, that's quite a few goals for you in attack. And then you've got Jacob Ramsey, and also the likes of what's his name? What's his name? Who's the guy they signed from Leicester? Who's the guy they signed from Leicester? Who's the guy they signed from Leicester? Oh, who's the guy they signed from Leicester, Newcastle? They paid quite a bit of money for him on the left wing. And then they've obviously got Anthony Elanga and Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. So Newcastle are fine. Like, they're fine. Harvey Barnes. Newcastle squad will be fine. That'll be fine. And then they've got 130 million off Liverpool for Isaac to sort out their PSR for the next 2 years. They're good. That's a very interesting one you put in there, Sky Blue. Tyler Dibbling. That's gone quiet. That's gone very quiet. And he didn't go to Everton. Still at Southampton. That's gone very quiet. What about that one as a last-minute attacker to come in? Tyler Dibbling. Homegrown, completely out of the blue. Drop 35 million on him. You'll probably get him. Everton offered 26, I think, and got rejected. But they want 35. That's an interesting one. I do like the sounds of that. Okay, so I've done an hour. I was only going to do an hour tonight. I want to talk about one more thing. And I want to be really careful how I talk about this. Okay, I really want to talk about this, but I want to be really careful about how I approach this. And I don't want people to take it the wrong way. Okay, I don't want people to take this the wrong way at all. Okay, so I'm going to bring up this tweet. Okay, please do not take this the wrong way, and please listen to what I'm saying before you all overreact, because I know people will overreact about this. Okay, because it's a touchy subject. It is a touchy subject. Okay, so I want to bring up the tweet, and then I want to talk about it on camera with you. Okay. Chelsea players donate large amount of money to Jota's family. Okay. You know where I'm going with this. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's becoming a bit cultish. It's starting to make me feel uneasy. Like, I don't understand why people are still donating money to his family. Like, I don't understand why his family are getting millions and millions of pounds. Like, I don't understand it. Like his family are millionaires. Like, his wife is a millionaire. Jota was a millionaire. Like, they never have to work again. Like, the kids will never have to do a job in their lives. They are set for life. I don't understand all of this donation to this family. Like, I really don't get it. Like, people do understand that he's insured. Like, they do understand that Jota will have life insurance, which means that the family will be compensated heavily for his loss. But I don't understand it. I don't understand Chelsea players like donating prize money to the family. Like, what the fuck do the family need the money for? They're all millionaires. Like, donate it to a charity. Like, donate it to an organisation, or donate it to people that need the money. Jota's wife and kid do not need money. Jota's family do not need money. Like we are giving his family his wages for the next 2 years. Like, it's becoming a bit cultish. It's really making me feel uneasy, and I don't like it. I genuinely don't like. I've got a real problem with it now. I've got a real problem with it. Like, players still doing Jota celebrations. Like stop it. Stop doing it now. Like it's gone. Like, let it be over. Like his wife and kid and family do not need to see this repeatedly every single day. Oh, and Chelsea players are now donating their wages. Fuck off, Chelsea. Couldn't give a shit about Chelsea. I couldn't give a fucking shit about Chelsea. Like, what the fuck has Chelsea got to do with Jota? Like, fuck off. Like, go and give your money to the starving children in bloody in London. Like, go and donate to the homeless people in London. Because I'm sorry, Jota was driving a fucking Lamborghini when he crashed. Jota's got a big ass mansion. Jota's wife is a millionairess. She doesn't need help. She doesn't need help. She doesn't need any more money. Give it to fucking starving people. Give it to people who can't make it as a footballer. Give it to the kids who can't make it as footballers, and then they end up fucking with no job, and they end up homeless. Give it to them. Don't give it to a millionaire. And it's really affecting me. It's really affecting me now, and I just don't get it. It's starting to really get to me. I'm sorry. Like, I'm losing it a little bit here. I'm sorry. But what is the Jota Foundation? What is the Jota Foundation? We don't know anything about it. Like, all we're knowing is the money's going to Jota's family. Okay. Well, Jota's families are millionaires anyway, so why are we sending them more money? And, like, we've done everything we can as a club. We really have. We've done everything we can as a club. We've retired the shirt number. No one's going to be the number 20. We're wearing badges that say Forever 20. He's on the website. All of that's there, yeah? And we're going to cheer at 20 minutes and all of that's there. But, like, enough's enough now. Like, it really is enough. Like, it really is enough now. Like, in the grand scheme of things, and I don't mean to be cold or callous, people die in car accidents every single day. They die in car accidents every single day. They just do. Okay? Do we mourn for them? Do we set up foundations? Do we spend what, 150 quid on a shirt with their name on the back? Do we do that? No, we don't. No, we don't. So let's pay our respects, which we have. Enough of us have, and we've done it over and over and over now. Yeah? But we don't need other people involved. It stays in Liverpool because he was our player. It doesn't go to Chelsea. It doesn't go to fucking all these other clubs. Like, and I get it with Wolves. And I get it with Porto. I think it's Porto, who he used to play for. I get it with maybe Atletico Madrid, like if he played for them as well. I get it for the teams that he played for. But it's with Liverpool because he was our player and he was on our books. But the guy didn't die on a football pitch. He didn't die on a football pitch. He didn't die in front of millions of people watching him on TV. This isn't a sporting thing. This is someone who died in a car accident. And anyone can die in a car accident. Our players drive cars home every single day from the football match. Like, it's something that happens. There's people in the chat that have probably been in fucking car accidents. But this weirdness now and this cultish thing which is now going on. Oh, Chelsea are a classy club. What, you're trying to get brownie points off because someone passed away? Is that what you're doing? Because that's what it looks like. It's pathetic and it's cultish and it's weird and it needs to stop. And I've said all I want about it. Yeah, Pedro Neto wanted to do something. Big deal. Go and do something and go to his funeral. Did you go to his funeral, Pedro Neto, or were you in America playing football? So Pedro Neto had a whip round. Pathetic, honestly. Anyway, that's and I've finished speaking about it now. But like, I hope I didn't offend anyone, and I hope a lot of you kind of got my thoughts on it. But we need to stop thinking about it. Like, we really need to stop thinking about it. Like, he's gone. Like, he's gone. Like, the people who mourn are his family. And the fact that they just keep on getting wedges of money off everybody is also a little bit disturbing, if I'm completely honest. It really is. Like, it really is. Like, Liverpool are paying you a lot of money that no other club would probably pay you, and all of the money from the shirt sales is also going into another fund, whatever that's paying for. Like, I don't know, but there's a lot of money that's going to that family, and I'm confused about it. I'm just confused about it. Like, it should be going to charity. It should be like, you're getting millions. You're literally being paid £150,000 a week for the next 2 years. That's what you're getting. Like, you're getting Jota's wages, and you're also a millionaire anyway because of Jota. So anyway, I'm done with it. But it's a wild one, and it really irks me now. Makes me feel funny, and we keep on laying reefs and stuff in the middle of the park. Like what is that about? Like, how many times do you have to do it? Like, wait, we're all wearing black. All the players are wearing black armbands. They're all going to have a minute's silence. They're all going to cheer at 20 minutes. Like, there's going to be a reef laid at the home ground. Like why? It's just been done. Like, it got done at Preston. It got done the game after. It got done at Wembley. Does it have to happen every single game? Like, it's becoming a showcase. Like, it's just weird. It is weird. I'm sorry. It really is weird. Like, it's like, why do you keep on doing it? Like, why? Why do you keep on doing it? Why do you keep on bringing it up every 5 minutes? Like, what the hell is that doing to our players? Like, is that now going to, is that like, that's going to be something that's probably going to mentally affect our players? Because if you keep on introducing Jota into every single football match that Liverpool play from now to the end of the season, how are the players ever going to put that behind them and concentrate on the football match when they're thinking about playing football with Jota, because that's what they were doing? Like, it can get used against us. And I think Liverpool need to really get onto this and just go, look, let's just nip this in the bud now. Like, this needs to stop. Like, we've done our bit as a club, but you lot, you got fuck all to do with you. Like, he's our player. So you mourn your own players. Like, you do your own stuff for your players. Like, leave ours alone. And also, stop doing it at every ground. Like, because it's going to happen every ground. And they're going to use it as a way to try and crack us. Virtue signaling. It absolutely is. Tragedy. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's so strange. I'm glad you agree with me. Because I wasn't sure this was going to be. I really wasn't sure how this was going to be. Like, I don't know. I can't think of the words. But I wasn't sure how you were going to react to it. But I just had to talk about it because I'm just seeing stuff now, and I'm just like, this is weird now. This is almost as weird as Jurgen Klopp consistently talking about Liverpool like on a daily basis when you aren't employed by the club anymore. Like, it is. He did go to. He went to the church. He went to the church with Alison. Like, a couple of days later, he did. Oh wow, that's a really good point. Antonio Reyes died, and he didn't get anything like this. It's a fair point. It is a bit odd. there's an element of it that that it's the way of the world now. It's like the things which shouldn't get the most attention seem to get the most attention. Like that's the one. Like I've been saying at most shows, like the end of most of my shows, like 21 for 20. And I'm fine with that. Like that's me paying my respects, like 21 for 20, 2 for Jota. I've been saying that on most of my shows. I've been saying that for clicks and like for more subscribers. I'm saying it because like he's one of our own. But I'm not going to say it forever. I'm not going to say it at every single game. Like Liverpool fans are going to stop at 20 minutes and cheer and clap. That's what's going to happen at a lot of games. It's going to happen at a lot of games. It really is. Oh, you sent me another super chat. Let me check, mate. But I don't want fans using this as a way to beat us, like as a way to get the players emotional. And I also don't want this to be talked about all of the time, because it is. It's in interviews. It's still brought up. I still think we need a DM after the second half on Sunday. I just think that if we did get another DM, he'd have to be a youngster, like, and he's happy to be back up to Grav, because Grav played every single game last season, every single game. He was the third highest minutes of every player for Liverpool, behind Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk. He played every game, and he will play every game next season. I think personally, that's what Trey Ioni's been brought into the team for. I think Trey Ioni is potentially going to be a guy that comes in and maybe covers for Gravenberch in the season, because I'm not sure Wataru Endo is going to be able to do that job. I think Trey Ioni is that one. I really do, and I think that's why he's took over from Tyler Morton. And if you look at Trey, there is a little bit of, you have to watch Trey. There is a bit of Grav in him. Like, you can see a little bit of Grav, like that ability to maneuver on the ball, to get away from players. He's got pace. He's got those long legs where he can intercept passes. He's really calm on the ball. Like, he played as a centre back against Bilbao, and he looked better than Robbo. He looked better than Robbo in that game. I think Ioni's got a lot to offer. I think Endo. I think it'll be Endo's last season with Liverpool. He'll be 33, won't he? So, and maybe it's Adam Morton. Maybe you're right. I think Adam Morton's going to give. He's going to give Palace another season. And I mean that's a tall order. That's a tall order to take on Seedorf. But I'm really glad you received that well about the Jota thing, because it's really started to affect me. But I'm glad my audience are on the same page, and you are true Liverpool supporters who understand like what that's about. Anyway, so I'm going to end the show now. I'm going to quickly do a shout out to Match Bingo for sponsoring the show. Thank you for whoever scanned the QR code and had a little dabble. Good for you. If you want to download the app, the link is in my description. The game coming up is obviously the Liverpool one tomorrow. If you scan the QR code, you can download the bingo cards. It works on Android and Apple. the cards I have is I have 3 cards for Bournemouth, and there's 51 players right now. So if you download a card, then you become 52, like you're another player, and then the pot gets higher. If it goes over like 150, then the pot goes up to about 250 to £300. At the moment, it's at £100. It's just like a normal bingo card, but it's got football stuff in it. So it's got like free kick taken, attempt saved, attempt off target, substitutions, fouls, kick off, all of that stuff. And it's in each half, which is here. Oop, move my finger, which is in each half. So not each half, each team. And then in the middle is both teams. So it's a goal or injury time or yellow cards, which can be for any team. That's in the centre. So there's like a centrepiece. The deal we've got on is obviously you buy £5 worth of cards and you get £10 free, but you use the QR code for that, and each card is £2. If you scan the QR code, you can download it today, and if you don't scan the QR code, it's in my description. And remember to gamble responsibly, and thank you Match Bingo for sponsoring my show. I will do a match review tomorrow where we will go over the team news and the potential teams that play, and we can cover that tomorrow in the afternoon, which will be around about 1 o'clock. So I will see you all there. And right now, I'm going to forward you on to Donna Sam, I think, because he's live now. I think so, or he's live in a bit. So I'm going to do that now. And before you go, please hit the like and subscribe, because I am literally... There's over 100 of you in here now. And I think I am only... Need to double check. I think I'm only 10 people away from 1,800. I'm just checking. Right, I am 11 people away from 1,800. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that little game that I play, which I know you like, where I ask you to subscribe and see if I can get 10 subscribers. So there's over 115 of you in here. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you update as I click it. So go on, hit the subscribe button, be my 1,790th subscriber. Go on, do it now. Go on, there must be someone in there who's not a subscriber. Come on, there's got to be someone there who's going to take it up to 1,790. Do it. I'm not going to end until I get that one extra subscriber now. Okay? Everyone's watching. They're all subscribers. Everybody's a subscriber. Yay! There you go. We got one. Okay, brilliant. All right. There's 1,790 now. There you go. I did that live. Okay. Appreciate it. All right. I got one subscriber. And can I have one person scan the QR code? Can you do that? Can someone scan the QR code before I go? Or you're going to listen to me waffle on for another 5 minutes? Someone scan the QR code, and then I will end the show, and I'll take you over to Don Hussam, who's doing a live show now. All right. I can subscribe and unsubscribe. Don't want that to happen, by the way. Anyway, I will see you all later. You all have a wonderful evening. And hit KMAT Raid as well, by the way. Sorry. Hit KMAT Raid. And I will see you all tomorrow. All right. You all have a good evening. Oh, someone scanned the QR code. You're a legend. Thank you very much. I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye. 2 of you did. Amazing. And I also got 1 less subscriber. So someone unsubscribed. Are you kidding me? I got an unsubscribe. That's That's cold. That is cold, Sky Blue. I'll see you later.